Tell me, what's a walkabout? Experience the dream journeys of the fabled Australian outback.
You have no right taking that off my desk.
So you wander around, hunting and gathering food, right? On foot?
Not that you would understand, but a walkabout is a journey of spiritual renewal where one derives strength from the earth and becomes inseparable from it. I have vacation days. I'm going, Randy. I already made a reservation.
Wow, John, you're really doing it, huh? You tell Helen yet? Helen? Oh, what's this, Locke? You've actually got a woman in your life.
That's none of your business.
What is it with you, Locke? Why do you torture yourself? When imagining you're some hunter and walkabout, wake up. You can't do any of that.
Yeah. My daughter's not lost.
I'm not lost. I'm not. Hello, everyone. It's me, Chloe, and my dad, Noah, and this is My Daughter's Not Lost, podcast 4.
Yeah, episode, 3 technically, yes.
No, 4.
Yes, it's,
4.
Okay.
4.
So we're talking about Walkabout. So.
That episode was emotional. It was also sad.
And a big twist.
And a big twist, yeah.
And you found out about...
So it talked about that guy.
John Locke.
Yeah, John Locke. So boars got into their camp and they're like, what the heck is this stuff? Like, what the heck? They look at it and it runs away, and then they see that they're boars, and John wanted to hunt them, and he had lots of knives, so he's planning to stab them and kill them.
Kill all of them.
To get the food, but that's okay, that's fine. And then it said lots of things about him, and we found out that wheelchair was his, so...
Yeah, and
Crazy.
Throughout the whole episode, they hid the fact that he was handicapped.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so you didn't know, so you didn't predict that twist at all. Like, at the end, because I saw when he, backed out of that, the office table from that guy, and you were, like, shocked. Because, like, wait a second, where are you going? And that was a big twist at the time. It's still, and the music, the music and everything when they show him. And what's so funny about that last scene is so amazing, the chaos that's going down.
Oh, yeah.
And he's happy.
And he's so happy, and, like, he's just like, oh, yeah, I can walk now.
Yeah, he's, like, smiling when people are screaming and dying everywhere. And he's like, I have my legs now.
When Shannon's screaming, she's so annoying.
Yeah, she still wants Shannon to die. Especially now she's used Charlie to get fish.
How dare her.
Yeah. To tell about that, what do you think?
I think I feel bad for Charlie, but like he just needs to stop his drug problem because if he keeps it up, it's eventually gonna, run out.
Yeah, they're gonna run out.
Yeah, it's gonna get burnt out like cigarettes. Yeah, but in this situation, it's not like you're gonna buy them again. Like you have a store there.
Yeah, you don't have like a drug dealer to go to.
No.
Yeah, so that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, but I'm scared that if he keeps doing it and when it runs out, he's gonna like kill himself because some people do that when they don't have the thing they want. So
right. What do you think about also Jack was doing some stuff? You didn't like that whole story?
No, I don't like how he was being rude to the fact that...
To Rose?
No, just rude to the fact of having funerals for everyone.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
like that.
Maybe he just didn't want to, like, come to terms with, like, that happening, and it's weird.
Yeah,
like,
but still, he's a doctor. He sees lots of people die.
Well, I was talking about, like, how he saw that vision of that dude in the suit. Like he saw that.
That was weird.
Yeah, so you think automatic, like when it happened, you were like, oh, it's he's like hallucinating. You're already thinking that.
Yeah, I think he's gone crazy. So yeah, but aren't they all just like Rose said? They're all hallucinating.
Yeah, they're all going
crazy.
through post-traumatic syndrome. Yeah, and And so it's so Locke is. Well, have the rankings of your characters changed at all in this? Eating gum on the podcast.
I mean, not really. I still hate Shannon. My feelings for Jack is kind of slowly going away since he was mean about the funeral thing. But
Really?
also, I still like him. But yeah, and I think I'm liking Curly and Charlie more now because
yeah.
they're being friends and being nice to each other.
Got to talk into the mic. She's like setting her mic up. What are you doing? There you go.
Yeah, they can
There
see.
you go. Okay,
well,
that's
unless if you're watching the video, not the
Yeah.
recording.
So who do you want the next episode to be about?
Walt.
Walt. Yeah, you love
Walt.
Walt. I like that part where she was like, oh, it's like toothbrush, like toothpaste. And she's like, chia. Chia? Oh, I didn't see Jin though. Well, it was weird. Like she was around, but usually he's like right on her butt.
He wasn't there, yeah.
Yeah, what was he doing? Ooh, maybe he was
getting
having
food.
an affair
Oh,
with some
no.
woman. He was like in the bushes.
I need two people to
I need two
control.
women to bust around. Yeah, that's what was going on. That's the
I
story.
don't feel good enough with just you.
I need to boss around stuff. Yeah. Well, I've watched this show quite a few times, but I've never realized that he was just gone. So, kind of weird. So, what about the Helen part when he was talking to Helen? He was like paying to talk to her. It's so sad.
Kind of like a therapist.
Kind
That's
of like
kind
a
of like
weird
a therapist.
therapist.
A weird therapist. That's really horrible.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him though.
Like she was gonna like meet him and go to that walkabout, like, but you know what, I mean, I understand he's handicapped and everything, and that's one of the episodes where you watch again and you're like, you think about a lot of stuff, but that Randy is a total, I mean, he's a dick. He is a dick.
Wait, which Randy?
That Randy is the boss of Locke.
Oh yeah.
Like he was like, you can't do that. Like you can't. Like dude,
I
he's
can do
like,
anything I want.
like now knowing that he's like handicapped and in a wheel or was in a wheelchair, that's really rude for that dude to be like that. Like if I were like the boss of some paper company or I wouldn't go around like mocking somebody who's like paralyzed or something. That's weird.
He
right?
could have been a fire.
Right. Yeah. You don't know how he got in there. So, but
He said he was in that disease for like 4 years, so
he had
maybe
it 4 years. Yeah.
he got in a plane crash again. Like maybe he got in a
Well,
plane crash.
you know what? Like when you were like, "Oh my God," when it happened, do you remember what went down? So like that means that when he crashed, he became, he was able to walk again. So what do you think that means? That's pretty big.
I don't know, but it was just weird because nobody knew, and it's like a fresh start for him because nobody knew him on that plane. But I think it's like miracles from heaven because in that movie, the girl fell down the tree and like she was cured. So
Yeah.
it's just weird.
Yeah, and so do you think like when he talked to Walt in the first episode, it's okay, you can just keep it.
Yeah.
When he talked to Walt in the first episode, do you think he, like when he was like, "Hey, you want to know a secret?" Like, forget about it.
That's true.
That is true. So you think that's what it was? Well, no, because he said, what did Locke say? And he was like, "Mr. Locke said that there was a miracle." What are you doing? We're live on the podcast, Chloe.
I know.
You can't like look for a you can't look for a pen or whatever the. Can you sit and discuss the episode?
Okay, I'm sorry.
There you go. Yes, the pencil. So you get back on the mic. This is what happens when you do a podcast with a 10-year-old. Not at all professional. Because, podcasts are so professional.
So
okay,
professional.
speak on it.
Okay, so
So what do you think? When he
I
was like,
think it
Mr. Locke
was-
said that there was a
I
miracle.
think it was him saying that.
You
it
think
was
he
a
told him
miracle, like-
that he was like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But do you think Locke told him specifically, like, I was in a wheelchair?
Yes.
Or do you think he straight up said there was a miracle that happened? That's all he did.
I was in a wheelchair.
Really? But
Yes.
Walt's like 8 or 9 years old. He'd be like,
Who cares?
Mr. Locke said he was handicapped, and then when he crashed, he could walk again.
Who cares? I mean, I'd be kind of surprised if someone told me that, but
Yeah.
you know, who
Vincent
knows?
Vincent the dog is the one who gifted him
Oh,
the
Vincent,
ability to
yes.
walk. That's what Vincent did. Vincent cures cancers and paralysis and everything.
He just wasn't strong enough to help Walt's mom.
Yeah, Walt's mom dead. Why do you think she died?
I don't know, probably like a car crash. Or since they lived in Africa, you know, there's lots of flus,
They
like
didn't-
killer flus there and
He
stuff.
didn't live in Africa.
That's what they said.
No, they lived in Australia.
Oh,
That's
well.
why he was going, and Michael was going there to skin him back. Because
Well-
they came from Australia. Yeah.
But that's the thing. There's like killer flus there.
I guess so. And killer unicorns.
Yeah. Lots of killer things.
Did this show do it for you? Did this episode do it where you're like, oh
I
man,
mean, it was kind of boring, but
Oh.
I really liked it.
you're dissing Walkabout?
No.
She's dissing Walkabout, people.
No, it's just, it went slow, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
but the ending was powerful.
Yeah, crazy.
The music, like, who
Who cares about the music when you see that face?
cares
look
about the
on his
music?
face? Yeah, who cares about the music when you see that crazy look on his face where he's like
What crazy look
sad,
on his...
like
you
a
mean,
sad, happy
Oh, you mean
look.
when he was like around the crash?
Oh, yeah.
That music made that scene.
I know, it was crazy.
Okay, Chloe, I don't know what to say about this. So
It was good. I liked it.
I thought you were gonna be a little more excited.
I loved it.
Okay, thank
I
you.
did.
Yeah, she
great.
was pretty blown away. But you do want to know what the next episode, like what's gonna go down. You
Did
still
we
want
talk
to
about Walt?
I don't think they talk about Walt that much.
Dang
You're gonna get
it.
some Walt stuff. I will say in this season you're gonna get a Walt centric main episode somewhat. Yeah, you get
And Vincent.
well, Vincent's in there a little bit, I think. I don't know.
Dang.
Vincent never got it.
But this is my question.
Yeah.
Why is there no other kids on that plane?
Well, maybe there are. You just haven't seen them.
No. They probably died if there were.
Now we're going to talk about dead children now.
I bet he's wishing I was on that plane. Just
No,
kidding. Just kidding.
I would never wish that you would die on a plane.
I know, I'm just kidding. Gosh.
Jeez.
Take a joke.
Take a joke.
Stop copying me. You're a copycat.
She wants. We were at McDonald's earlier, and she wants so badly to continue and just watch a bunch of this stuff.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You were like, I just want to. What did you say? You were like, I just want to see Hurley and Charlie and Jackie.
I want Walt, and I want Jack, and I want Kate.
Yeah. So
And I don't want Shannon.
you don't. You hate Shannon.
Shannon sucks.
So if Shannon dies, are you going to throw a huge party?
Yeah,
You're going to throw a party like the Shannon's Dead.
I'd be happy.
The Shannon's Dead bash.
Shannon sucks. They're not even. I don't want them to give her a funeral if she does die. She can just sit there and get
Rot.
eaten by animals.
Like the boars.
Yeah, I don't care.
Really?
Yeah. Those little baby boars could feed up on her.
The baby boars.
For all I care.
Really? What if like Maggie Grace is like a big fan of like listening to the Lost podcast and our podcast becomes huge, and like when she's listening to the back catalog of all of our episodes and she's hearing this 10-year-old girl like, I hope she dies.
Maddie Grace, whoever you are, you're from Columbus. You're my girl in real life, but not in Lost. You suck in Lost. You're horrible. But that's just your personality in
Yeah,
Lost.
that's her character, right?
Yeah, it's not you. Well, hopefully.
Hopefully not. What about Boone? What about Boone?
What type of name is that? Sorry for the people that are named Boone. But seriously, what type of name is that? I don't like him. He's annoying.
Your mother and I were going to call you Boone if you were a boy. I'm just kidding. Boone Nichols would not be a good name. Oh, crap. I just said my last name. Oh, no. People are going to dox me now. They're going to stalk me on digitally.
No, they're not.
No, they won't care enough to. Well, maybe they will if I say something that's offensive. They're like, I don't like him. He offended me, and I'm gonna look what he does, and then I'm gonna say that his stuff sucks, and then yeah, because that's how the internet works. Yeah.
Oh yeah. People will just go in our comments down below and be like,
no, it sucks. His books suck.
Chloe sucks. They're right about that.
Oh dang. Man.
Dabs aren't a thing anymore, but whatever.
No dabs.
I just did a dab.
Anyway, so the next episode is going to be interesting. It's do you want me to tell you who it focuses on or no?
What?
Huh?
Yeah.
Jack.
Ew.
Well, you get a little more of his backstory. What do you mean,
Ew.
No.
Ew.
You like Jack.
Yeah, but
Ever
I want to
since
know.
Well, be careful.
I want to know about Walt. Okay.
You're going to know about, just like everybody else who watches the show, you want more Walt. You know, never get enough of him. So.
It's not fair.
She's sitting there thinking, like, when are we going to get more Walt? When are we, I want Walt. And it's like, oh, well.
Children power.
Well,
He'll
just remember
take
that the children do quickly grow up as well.
Stop.
That's all I'll just say.
No, I don't want to see him grow up.
Well, he's going to.
Dang it. So he's a teenager in the show.
No, well, you'll see.
Okay. God.
Well, sign off, Chloe. We're at a 16 minutes episode, or usually around there. We love you if you're listening.
This is the new thing for us.
What?
Bye.
Bye.